welcome to this week's Level 2 class. For today's class, you're just going to need a mat, a headrest, and then just optional to make exercises a bit harder are 2 light weights and then a foam roller or a small ball. So we'll get started off with the warm-up, starting off on our hands and knees. So knees should be directly under hips, hands directly under shoulders, starting off by dropping the ribcage down, arching the back, looking up in front. And then rounding out the spine, pushing the mat away, looking down between the knees. Dropping the ribcage down, arching the back, looking up in front. And rounding out the spine, looking down between the knees. Again, dropping the ribcage down, arching the back, looking up in front. And once more, rounding out the spine, looking down between the knees. Then coming to the neutral flat back position, we're going to grab, if you want to make it harder, grab a weight in the left hand, otherwise don't use any weights for this. We're going to thread the needle, so that's just going to be a nice mobilizing exercise for the mid-back and for the shoulder. So we're going to scoop that left arm down towards the right hip, and then opening up, rotating through the thoracic spine. We have 3 more. 2. And 1 more. And switching over, grabbing the weight into the right hand if you want to use the weight, and then reaching to the left hip, feeling a nice stretch behind the shoulder, and then rotating open. So reaching down towards the hip and rotating through the mid-back. We have 3 more. 2. And 1 more. And then we'll put the weight to the side. Tuck the belly button in towards your spine. Straighten out the right leg behind and the left arm in front. Keeping the back nice and flat. Small circles with the arm and leg. And lower down. And then left leg, right arm, keeping the back nice and flat. And small circles with the arm and leg. And lower down. Shifting the weight over to the left side, straighten out the right leg and the right arm. Keeping the hips parallel to the mat. Once you have your balance, small circles with the arm and leg. And lower. Shifting the weight over to the right side, straighten out the left leg and the left arm. And once you have your balance, small circles with the arm and leg. Otherwise, just focus on keeping the hips parallel to the mat. And lower down. Dig the toes underneath, pinch the shoulders back, lift the knees up. And lift up the right hand and the left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 1 more on the right, 1 more on the left, and lower down. Dig the toes underneath, pinch the shoulders back, lift the knees up, lift up the right foot and the left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 1 more on the right, 1 more on the left, and lower down. Then we'll come into a high plank. So hands should be directly under your shoulders. Step back so you're in a high plank. We'll hold this for a second now. And then we'll bring the left knee to the left elbow, right knee to the right elbow, left knee, right knee, 1 more on the left, 1 more on the right, and rest the knees down. Bring the big toes together, knees apart, sit back onto the heels into child's pose. Stretching out the mid-back. Then we'll come onto our backs, heads at the top of the mat. And we'll start off with some toe taps. So starting off by imprinting the spine, bringing the legs into tabletop. Tap the right foot down off the mat and then the left. So shoulders are relaxed, nice soft taps. Gradually tapping a little bit further away. Making sure the spine is imprinted. And then squeeze the legs together, tap both feet down, and back into tabletop. Good, we have 3 more, 2, and 1, and resting down. Then if you want to make the next few harder, grab a ball or roller. Otherwise, don't use either, just keep the feet down on the mat. And we'll start just with the hands down by our sides. Imprinted in the spine, lift the hips up, and nice and slow as you lower down. Imprint and lift, and lower. Good, lifting the hips up, and lower down. If you're not using anything to put the feet on, you can make it harder just by crossing the arms across the chest. Otherwise, if you're using a ball or roller, keep the arms down by your side to start, just to warm up. Good, and 2 more. And last one. And lower down, elbows on the mat, hands on the rib cage. Imprint the spine, lifting the hips up, and nice and controlled as you lower down. Imprint and lift, and lower. Lifting the hips all the way up, and lower down, making sure to squeeze the glutes at the top. And lift. Lower, we have 3 more. 2, and 1. And then crossing the arms across the chest, shoulders are relaxed. Imprint, lifting up, and lower. Imprint and lift, and lower. Nice and controlled the whole way. We have 5 more, 4, 3 more. Push through the heels, 2. Last one, and lower down. And then we'll do a few single leg bridges. So we'll put the roller under the left foot, bring the right knee into the chest. Starting just with the hands on by your side, right knees into the chest, imprint the spine, lift the hips up, and lower down. Imprint, lifting up, and lower. Keep that right knee in nice and tight to the chest. Imagine you're throwing the knee over your shoulder. Good, 3 more. 2, and 1. And then switching over. Left knee to the chest, right foot on the roller. Arms down by your side. Imprint, lifting up, and lower. Imprint and lift, and lower. Imprint and lift, and lower. Good, 3 more. Try to get the hips all the way up. 2, and 1. And then switching back over, right foot on into the chest and left foot on the roller. Then we'll bring the elbows on the mat, hands on the rib cage. Imprint, lifting up, and lower. Imprint and lift, and lower. Trying to get the hips all the way up. Really pushing through that left leg. We have 4 more. 3, 2, and 1 more. And switching back to the right side, and then left knee into the chest. Elbows on the mat, hands on the rib cage. Imprint, lifting up, and lower. Imprint and lift, and lower. Really squeezing through those right glutes as you lift up, and controlling on the way down. 3 more. 2, and 1 more. And then last set of single leg bridges. So left foot on the roller, right knee into the chest, and then just to make this harder, cross the right arm across the chest and keep the left elbow down. If you want to make this easier, just bring the other elbow back down to the mat. Otherwise, to make it harder, you can cross both arms across the chest. Imprint the spine. Lift the hips up and lower. Imprint and lift and lower. Imprint and lift and lower. Good. Get the hips up nice and high. We have 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. And switching back to the right leg. And left elbow down, right arm across the chest. Imprint, lifting up and lower. Imprint and lift and lower. Trying to get the hips all the way up. Three more. 2, and last one. And we'll put the roller or ball to the side if you have one. And then we'll imprint the spine, bring the legs in a tabletop, straighten the legs up, small flutter kicks with the legs, shoulders are relaxed. If you want to make this harder, tuck the chin to the chest, rolling forward, and make the kicks a bit bigger, as long as your spine stays imprinted. For 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, rest the head back. Imprint the spine, bring the legs into tabletop. Straighten the legs up, squeeze the legs together, lower the legs down a few inches, and lift them back up. Lower and lift. Spine's imprinted, shoulders are relaxed. The further you lower the legs down towards the mat, the harder it is. We have 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. And rest the legs down. Imprint the spine, legs in a tabletop, straighten up the right leg. Then small circles with the right leg. Keep the left leg as still as possible. Gradually make the circles a bit bigger, more oval shaped. Trying to keep that left leg as still as possible. And then bend the right leg, straighten up the left leg. Same thing here, small circles on the left. Gradually making them bigger, more oval shaped. And last one. And bend the knees, rest the feet down. Then for the next one, if you want to make it harder, grab one weight. We'll bring the legs into the tabletop, straighten the legs up. Grab the weight, bring it just above the knees, chin to the chest, rolling forward, reach up towards the ankles, and then lower halfway back down. Reaching up and lower. Trying to reach up higher each time. We have 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Resting down, straighten the legs out. If you want to make it harder, grab a weight in each hand. Reaching the arms back, squeeze the legs together. Arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up, sitting up nice until shoulders are pinched back. And then slowly lowering down, vertebrae by vertebrae, keeping the legs heavy on the mat. And again, arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up. And slowly rolling down. Don't let the legs lift. And rolling up. And slowly rolling down. Really pinching the shoulders back, activating those back muscles, the postural muscles that help to hold your shoulders back when you're sitting. If you want to make it harder, reaching up and slowly rolling down. Arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up. 3 more here. And last one. And rolling down, and then we're gonna just do 3 with the hands behind the head. So legs heavy on the mat, keep the elbows out, chin to the chest, rolling up. Try not to let the elbows flick in. Slowly rolling down, keeping the elbows out the whole time. 2 more here. Sitting up nice and tall, slowly rolling down. And 1 more. And rolling down. Now do 1 more, roll up into sitting. Sitting up nice and tall, legs straight out in front of you, toes pointing up to the ceiling. Try not to lean back here, so sit up nice and straight. Tense the right thigh muscles. We're gonna activate the right hip flexors. So lift that right leg up off the mat and lower down. Try not to lean back here. For 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1 more. And then we'll do 10 on the left side. Tensing the left quad, so you're nice and tall. Lift that left leg off the mat and lower. For 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one. And then we'll bend the right leg. Hooking the left arm around the right leg into a spinal twist. Right hand at the base of the spine, twisting and looking over the right shoulder. And then switching over, bending the left knee. Wrapping that right arm around the left knee, left hand to the base of the spine, sitting up nice and tall, starting the twist from the lumbar spine as you look over your left shoulder. And back to the center. Then we'll bring our hands just behind us, squeeze the legs together. Lift the hips up nice and high. And lower back down. We'll do that 2 more times. Pinch the shoulders back, squeeze the legs together, lift the hips up. And lower, and 1 more. And lower down. And then we'll come onto our backs. Grab the weights again if you want to make it harder. Legs in a tabletop. We'll just do a few here into boat pose. Arms forward, chin to chest, balancing here, shoulders pinched back. Legs are squeezed together, slowly rolling down, reaching back. Again, arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up. Trying to catch your balance here. And rolling back. And rolling up. And rolling down nice and slow. If you want to make it harder, reaching up. We have 4 more here. Three more. 2, and 1 more. And we're going to go straight into a Russian twist. So switch over just to one weight, tapping to the right, tapping to the left. Try to keep the legs up if you can. Keep the legs squeezed together. If you need to rest the legs down to make it a bit easier, that's okay as well. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab the knees, resting back. Have a quick rest. And then take your time coming onto your stomach. Bring the weights down to the sides of the mat just in case you need them for the next few. So forehead resting on your hands to start. Squeeze the legs together. Lift the upper body up and lower down. Lifting up and lower. Keep pressing the hips into the mat. We have 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Lift both legs up off the mat and lower down. Lifting up and lower. Lift and lower. Keeping the chin tucked in. We have 5 more. 4, 3, 2, keep the legs up, bring them apart and together. Apart, together, apart, together. Keep the legs nice and straight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Lift the right leg up as high as you can, and then the left leg. Keep pressing the hips down into the mat. Alternating each side. And then keep the left leg up for 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the right leg. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower. Bending both knees. Bring the knees apart nice and wide. Bring the feet together. Press the hips into the mat. Lift the thighs up and lower back down. Keep pressing the hips into the mat. We have 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Resting the legs down. Bring the hands down by your side. If you want to make it harder, grab a weight in each hand. Squeeze the legs together. Keep the chin tucked in. Lift the upper body up, twist the thumbs back, and pinch the shoulders together. And lower back down. Lifting up, pinch and twist. And lower. Try to get the chest up as high as you can. We have 4 more here. 3, 2, and last one. And then we'll bring the arms up in front. Keep the weights if you want to make this one harder. We're going to lift the arms and legs up as high as you can. Press the hips into the mat, lifting up and lower. Lift and lower, keeping the chin tucked in. We have 3 more. 2, and 1. Resting down, put the weights out of the way. Bring the hands just under the shoulder. Pressing the upper body up into a cobra, looking up towards the ceiling. If you want to make this easier, just coming onto the elbows. And we'll come all the way back down. We'll do that one more time. And then pressing back to sit on the heels into child's pose. And then we'll come onto our side for a few glute exercises. If you want to make it easier, bending the bottom knee. Otherwise, lifting up onto the ankles. Lifting the hips up nice and high and lower back down. Lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the hips up, lift the top leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the top leg up, small circles forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and backwards. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down. Lift the hips up nice and high, top leg up, cycling forward for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down. Resting all the way down, lift the top leg up, lift the bottom leg to touch. Keep the top leg up nice and high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the top leg up, lift the bottom leg. Keep the bottom leg up, lift the top leg. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bending both knees, lift the ankles up, bring the knees apart nice and wide, and back together. This just makes it a little bit harder with the ankles up. 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the legs out, grab the top of the ankle to stretch out the quads. Making sure not to arch the back, tucking the rib cage down towards your spine. And then letting go of the ankle, coming out to your opposite side. Starting off on the elbow. Lifting the hips up nice and high and lower back down and lifting up and lower for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the hips up. Lift the top leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the leg up. Small circles forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower down. Hips up nice and high. Top leg up. Cycling forward for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. Resting all the way down to your side. Lift the top leg up. Lift the bottom leg to touch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the bottom leg up. Lift the top leg. Make sure the hips don't roll back. 8, 9, 10. Last one, bend the knees, lift the ankles up, bring the knees apart nice and wide and back together. Make sure the hips don't roll back here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one. And then we'll grab the ankle, stretch out the bottom leg. Stretching out the quads. And letting go of the ankle, we'll come onto our backs to stretch out the legs and the low back. Right knee into your chest, shoulders are relaxed. Right arm out to the side, bring the right leg across the body into a spinal twist. And back to the center. Left knee into the chest, shoulders are relaxed. Left arm out to the side, bringing that right leg across the body, the left leg into a spinal twist. Back to the center, cross the right ankle over the left knee, grabbing behind the left thigh to stretch out the glutes on the right. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. And then switching over, left ankle over the right knee, grab behind the right thigh to stretch out the glutes on the left. And then left foot down on the mat, straightening up that right leg to stretch out the hamstring on the right. And then chin to the chest, rolling forward, bending and straightening the ankle on the right, just to stretch out the sciatic nerve. And then bend the right leg, grab behind the left, straightening out that left leg. And then chin to the chest, rolling forward, bending and straightening the left leg, stretching out the sciatic nerve on the left. And then bending the left leg. And we'll just finish off stretching out the neck. So right ear to your right shoulder, grabbing with the right hand, pushing that left arm down towards the mat. And then switching over, left ear to the left shoulder, gently pull with the left arm as you push the right arm down towards the mat. And then coming back to the center, we will finish with that.